So these are our girls. They're all Rhode Island red birds. We got them this spring, and they provide us with all the eggs that we eat. There's enough for our family, and then a few other family members get a few. They eat, as you can see, they love their greens. That's what makes the yolk. The color of the yolk comes from what they eat. So the greens give them a nice orangey colored yolk. They get all the grubs and insects that they want. Whenever I'm trimming the garden and vegetable scraps, they're quite happy. They go inside at night, close them up. They eat, in addition to the greens and the bugs, they also eat a grain mix made out of our own non-GMO corn and peas. There's a oyster shell to help their shells get a little bit tougher. What else is in the feed? There's what else is in the feed? There's corn, peas, some rolled oats.
There's a little bit of flax, oats.
Yeah.
Mineral supplement, oyster shell, and grit.
So we're Julie and Ralph Almsberger from Windyfield Farms, and welcome to our greenhouse where we grow a lot of our heirloom variety vegetables. We also grow mushrooms at our farm. All of these were started from seed, probably in February, late winter. And if you're interested in tasting any of these, they're all available at the farmers markets that I go to. Oop, drop my carrot. Inglewood Farmers Market on Wednesdays from 3:30 until 7, and the Elora Farmers Market on Saturday mornings from 9 until 1. And the market's going to go till at least the end of October, so you have lots of time. I also have a Facebook page with Windyfield Farms that you're welcome to join in on, and our blog, windyfieldsmushrooms.wordpress.com. Yeah, and I get on my soapbox and talk about our farm and food in general, what's happening to our food, why we grow food like this, why it's so yummy, why it's so important to eat food like this and grow food like this and to teach people about food like this. It's really important. So yeah, if you want to read about me, you can. Our market garden, the outside part anyways, the flowers are mainly ornamental, but they also bring in pollinators and other insects, beneficial insects. Got some lovely sage here on the left, which is yummy for poultry, as everybody knows, but it also makes a fabulous tea. Dried sage leaves make a really nice tea. In the back here we have popping corn. Yes, that's popcorn. It's pink popcorn. What you see now are the tassels coming out.
Yes, we love popcorn in the winter, so we're growing our own.
So this will be, Ralph, is this right? The cob is probably going to be in this part down here?
It's going to come out of here, right there.
Yeah, right there. And it's going to be pink popcorn.
Pink? Yeah.
I'll send you a packet.
Really?
Or you can come up with the toboggan party and get one.
Like the elephant stuff, like
Yeah,
when we were
yeah.
kids?
Yeah.
Well, the seeds are pink.
But the seeds
Once
are pink.
they pop, they're
Oh,
white.
they're white. Okay.
Yeah, and then...
What is that you're eating there off that?
Mulberry.
Mulberries.
I found one.
Oh, check out the
There's a few
beans.
left.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to be
there's
picking
beans.
tomorrow.
Oh, excellent.
So some of these will be coming to market with me on Wednesday.
Excellent.
So these beans are a seed. We talk about seed collection and diversifying and everything else. Beans are a plant that you can save the seed from. Most beans are open pollinated. You can save the seed from a few of them and start them again next year. You don't need to buy bean seed every year.
Right,
Just let them dry on the plant, collect the seed, put them in a dry spot, and you've got them. So this row are the regular bush beans that most people know. These are drying beans. I've got a variety called Orca, which is black and white like your top. They look like this.
Really?
They're half the bean is black, half is white. They're stunning. They're beautiful. I didn't want to bury them in the ground.
Wow.
At the end there, I have some kidney beans.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this row behind, like in front of me here, I've got something called Taylor horticultural beans, which have been around since 1826. They're beautiful rosy and yellow drying bean that I'll be able to cook with in the summer, in the winter times.
Amazing.
Yeah. And again, because I have a market garden, I planted these beans first, and then these got planted later to stagger the crop a little bit. These beets were in nice and early. All these tomato plants are started from seed indoors in February. Got a lot of different varieties. It's a really nice paste tomato. That's the hugest tomato for paste I've ever grown. They're called Amish paste tomatoes, and they're massive. They're a really meaty tomato.
Wow.
Normally they're quite small, so that's going to be really nice. I make an awesome tomato. I make all my own tomato products for winter.
Right.
So when I make my pizza, I use my own tomato paste. Tomato paste, really, really easy. You cut these in half, put them on a baking sheet, drizzle them with olive oil, throw some garlic and onions on top, roast them for half an hour, and then puree them.
Done.
You put them in, and
Yeah.
that's tomato paste. That makes
Yeah,
the most
that's,
awesome,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, really
you don't have
good.
to cook it down for
Yeah.
hours and hours. It's
Yeah.
done, and that's what we use on our
great.
tomato, on our pizzas. Okay, so here we have our potatoes, all hilled up nicely. They can probably get hilled up one
We
more
have
time.
potato bug. Is that what you're taking a picture?
Yeah, it's a
We
little.
have,
Oh, the bug
these
rays.
are called
I had a
Carib.
lot of them
It's
this year.
actually
Picking
a
them off
deep
like crazy.
purple potato. Really, really pretty. Purple vegetables and fruits have all the extra antioxidants.
Our camera, we have a little
These
macro
are,
feature,
I'm not
too.
sure, these are probably like the yellow little fingerling potatoes, which are
there's
going to
an
be
animal
awesome for potato salads. And we have a lot of the Chieftain Red and
Oh, so you know what I do with
white
them?
potatoes as well. Yeah, the scourge of the bane of Ralph's existence. These are potato bugs. Really evil, really nasty. What they do is they eat the plant, and if they eat too much of it and lay eggs, it stresses the plant out. You don't want the plant stressed out. So instead of dusting, okay, potatoes that you get in the grocery store, they're grown in fields which are dusted and sprayed with pesticides and fungicides several times a month. Not good. You don't want that. And then quite often when they're dug out, they're treated with something to keep them from sprouting. So that's why we grow our own potatoes. And all of these tomatoes I started from seed indoors.
Huge.
This is a variety called Greitmeyer's Pride. It's an Oxheart variety. They're a beautiful rosy color, low acid. There's a yummy one hiding here that's ready to pick. So this is one of the varieties. Further down I have some called Manitoba and Taxi, and then there's a beautiful one called Old German. You may or may not be able to get through the row here. Just feel free to...
She was saying they had a few tomatoes with flakes. Bug bites.
Oh, yeah.
So I grow a variety of everything in here. This greenhouse was planted early in the spring while there were still frosts outside. I've never grown these bush varieties before, so I had no idea how much support they'd need. Obviously they're going to need a lot more support next year, but they're loaded with tomatoes. So.
Carrots.
So you get all different colors.
Wow.
Yellow ones, orange ones. I have some white ones as well. And I have some really cool purple ones called Purple Haze.
I love it.
Okay. So this looks like a dark red one. I can wash it in the trough and get it really nice and clean. But when you snap it open...
Whoa! That's cool. Mother Nature is just a wild.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
Gorgeous.
So carrots were originally not orange colored. They were white and yellow and red. And one year at one of the state fairs, somebody brought an orange carrot. And it became, because it was so different, everybody goes, wow, like that's obviously the thing to be growing. And everybody switched to orange carrots. So they became popular, but the heirloom ones are naturally all different colors. Yeah, and they're really sweet.
The bigger science of it is the plants are a product of the environment they grow in. So the more complex and diverse your soil is, the better, more healthier the plant's going to be, and more that we get out of it as well. So it was really interesting because a friend of ours, a microbiologist, and he said if you grow a hydroponic carrot in the greenhouse and you bring it to seed, okay, hydroponics, you have only a few macronutrients in it typically. If you grow that to seed and you plant the seed won't grow. It will be sterile. So that gives you pause to think, okay, if the seed's not going to grow, are we getting everything that we need to out of that plant? So it's kind of interesting.